Seriously? Oh, Roberto. Unbelievable. Welcome in on a Friday. If you missed yesterday's show, you may not understand that song. I can't go back and explain it. We had good fun at Greg Kelser's expense. Jesus, man. Come on. All I see is Roberto fist bumping behind Sully. I don't even see a person. It's just an arm.
What happened?
Exactly. Maybe that's where we start. I mean, it's kind of a wide open day today. Some crazy reports. USA Today, it's not impossible Ndamukong Suh returns here. What? I know we'll get a lot of ticket text today. And, DeMarco Murray. Oh, Richard Sherman. Guys, my answer is no to both of them. It's just, that's it. Even if either of them were interested. We go through this every time a name gets released. Every Lion fan wants them. They're both over 30. No. The answer is just no. But again, if you call in, I'll certainly take the time to explain why. But maybe the Pistons are where we start. I am really surprised, I guess, that we're still debating these types of things. Maybe it's not a real debate. But in the Free Press, title of the volume is Detroit Pistons Need Change, but is Stan Van Gundy the man to make it?
What happened, George?
Is that not sure if serious? I could go line by line in this piece and but I refuse. Stan Van Gundy is in year 4 of a 5-year contract. He has driven this franchise further into the ground. Your owner is clueless. Change is needed. Not sure if Van Gundy guy to make it. Here, let me help you with that. No, he's not. If I could give this organization a collective laxative and clear everybody out, I would. Oh, you're right. Stan, the coach, is going to fire Stan, the player personnel guy, but then that personnel guy will keep Stan, the coach? What? Oh, Stan's done such a bad job over 4 years. Why not extend his deal and let him make changes in year 5 and then 6 and 7? What? I mean, Sully, if you want, I'll let you read portions of this. I patently refuse. I can't even believe it's a proposed debate.
Well, yeah, it is, and they are serious about it. I tried to condense it as best as I could because it was a long article. But basically, it's just that the premise of it is that clearly stuff's not working right now, and Pistons owner Tom Gorst needs to make a change. But the question is, what? What should the change be? Should it be a player? Should it be Stan? What should it be? And, that's kind of what it goes into. If Gores wanted this trade done with Griffin, the article basically says that this trade was a trade that suggests you wouldn't just be cleaning out the front office, you wouldn't be cleaning out your head guys because you're going to give that guy an opportunity to move forward.
But we already know that that's probably not true based on the Arn Tellem reports, both from Mark Stein and from in the New York Daily News, or Mitch Lawrence, of Sirius XM. So they're there. That's settled. Next.
Well, these few lines are interesting in particular because, as he says, this isn't a trade an owner agrees to if he's planning on sweeping out the front office and coaching staff. But again, that doesn't mean Gores can't see some things need to change. Van Gundy needs more help on his coaching staff. He is tough on his players, and he could use a different kind of voice to teach and manage this locker room. And then beyond that, he could use another set of eyes in the front office. For while Van Gundy and his GM, Jeff Bauer, have upped the overall talent level, made some trades, they've struggled in the draft. And
why can nobody in this town just broom the whole organization out? Why is that so difficult? What am I even reading here? Oh, he could use another set of eyeballs. He could use more assistants. He could use better players. He could use this. He could use that. Here's what he could use. Get a plane ticket. Get out of my city. What are we doing here? Oh, change is needed. I stand the guy to make it. What the hell planet are you on? Get the bleep out of here. Why can nobody just write that? Tom Gores wouldn't make a deal like this. It's already been shown by two separate people with sources that Tom Gores just changed his mind like the wind. I mean, what are we doing?
Well, listen to this one here. Whether Van Gundy is willing to adapt should determine whether he gets the chance to finish his contract and see what this team can do if it ever gets healthy with Reggie Jackson back.
If I had 4 years like Van Gundy's had here, I'd be out of a job. I'd be out of radio. Oh, now you have to adapt after you've burned through $28 million of salary and you head towards year 5 as a lame duck? This piece has no common sense behind it. None. Oh, geez, he's got to adapt. Do you understand you cannot have a player personnel director and president of basketball operations in the last year of a deal making impactful moves? Come on. What is this? Yeah, you know where the change should start? It should be Tom Gores. I wish Adam Silver would force him to sell the team. I can't make that. I can't make it happen. But short of that, there's no question Stan Van Gundy should be removed from both roles. Pack it up. You're out of here. Is this even a debate? Like, do I throw the number out and are you going to call me and make a case that Stan Van Gundy should be the guy to what? Clean up the mess that he made? In a dual role, no less? Second of all, anyone who advocates that one of his roles should be taken away is living in la-la land if they don't realize that the man wouldn't be here. Oh, so Stan will fire himself the coach, but be the front office guy to hire a new coach. That ain't going to happen. Oh, Stan the coach will fire the guy he's got to report to. Oh, wait, that was himself, and the new guy will keep Stan around? That ain't going to happen. Wake up. I don't even understand how this is a real thing. Stan Van Gundy must go in both roles. And then the next guy's got to come in, and I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're not going to be able to get rid of Blake, which means you got to trade Drummond. And you got to start over from scratch, working around aging Blake Griffin's contract. That's your move. That's your play. I mean, go here, 248-539-9797. I would love to talk to you guys. I don't think any well-adjusted human being who knows anything about basketball is actively watching the Pistons and then reads this column and goes, yeah, I do wonder if Stan's the guy to make the changes. What? Because if you decide to keep him around, you have to extend him. You're not going to let someone in the last year of their contract make long-term impactful moves. What planet are you living on? Here, 248-539-9797. The phone lines are wide open. I'd love to hear from you guys. I mean, hey, listen. Anyone with a brain blames Tom Gores. He's a terrible owner. Okay. But short of changing that, who else is at fault? It's clear. I mean, if you want to do it on the player level, you got to trade Andre Drummond. Get out. You want to do it at the coach? Okay, great. Stan, out. You got to blow out the scouting department. Why are some of Dumar's scouts still on this staff? Get them out of here. Stan has shown no ability in the free agent market and no ability in the draft. So what are we doing? The problem is whoever comes here is doomed because the owner can't make up his mind and the owner wants to step in.
But listen to what you just said, though. You listed so many frustrations that you can have with the Pistons right now.
Okay.
I don't think with everyone their frustration is solely with Stan. I think that's kind of the interesting question of where the frustration lies, who is to blame almost, because I do think a lot of people will blame Drummond or say, Reggie Jackson's the cancer, Blake Griffin's contract is the worst thing, Tom Gores shouldn't be the owner, whatever. So I don't know if everyone is going to pinpoint Stan. Because I think some people like Stan.
The one thing you cannot debate is whether Stan is the guy to rebuild this.
Yes.
They hired you, gave you carte blanche and a blank checkbook. You burned it to the ground. You want to tell me Gores got in the way of moving Drummond? You want to tell me that Gores decided to go and get Blake Griffin? Those are all well and good. The point is, Stan didn't do anything to help himself. He signed terrible contracts and terrible players. He drafted terrible players instead of all-stars. The man deserves to be gone. That's it. How the hell are we having that debate? You want to debate who's most at fault? That's a different question and a different column. I don't know anyone having this debate. Hey, should Stan get a chance to rebuild? No. Next question. Who in their right mind is saying yes or is even ponderous about it?
I don't hear many people. Some, I think, like Stan and like his candidness and whatnot.
It's not personal. It's business. You're in the market for that big ring? Precision Jeweler is the only place to go, whether you're in the 696 corridor, any